tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 21 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Play action now, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Alex Singleton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Broken tackle, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The numbers for Sanders last week, there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Eagles Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on fourth, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A first down carry here for Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to eat the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First down throw for Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. To throw, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down. It's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Williams. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That was so well-timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Williams will try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 4. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sets up to throw it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Williams again.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw on second and 10. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased down, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Hamler now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Patrick. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They try and run with Freeman, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyree Jackson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Bridgewater gives to Williams here on the draw. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Bridgewater now. He's got his tight end fed.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Bridgewater to throw it. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll try and run forward with Sanders, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw.
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sean Robinson in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hamler now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Bridgewater again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Another run here with Sanders. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just... No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.